Hello everybody, it's Bradley back with another fragrance review video right here. We are about halfway through my 10 Days of Christmas special. It's been a great first half and looking forward to having an awesome second half of great videos coming out to you. But today I want to give a special thanks to Scentbird for sending me another fragrance to do a review. If you want to see any of my other Scentbird reviews I've done over the past couple months, I'll leave them in the description box down below. But as always, I'm going to keep this review unbiased. If you want to know more about Scentbird, I also have done a Scentbird review. They're basically like Netflix, but for cologne. Great way to test out a bunch of new fragrances. So if you want to see that video, I'll leave that one linked up there. So the fragrance that they sent me to review was Amouage Jubilation XXV right there. I gotta tell you the truth, guys, I was very excited to test this one out. I've heard a lot of great things about this, as I'm sure many of you have as well. This one is a rock star in the fragrance community. I'm here today to give you guys my unbiased thoughts about this fragrance. So Amouage Jubilation XXV is supposed to celebrate 25 years of Amouage. It was released in 2008 and is classified as an oriental fragrance. And it has balsamic, sweet, woody, fruity, smoky, and warm spicy accords. So now let's go with the note breakdown of this fragrance right here. It actually has 23 notes via Fragrantica.com. Yeah, it's going to take about half the video, I know, but I'm going to go through all the notes so you guys can kind of get a picture of what exactly is in this fragrance right here. So, Jubilation XXV opens with orange, coriander, ladamum, tarragon, olivum, and blackberry. In the mid, we have gaiac wood, cinnamon, bay leaf, honey, orchid, rose, clove, and celery seeds. And in the base, we have apopanax, patchouli, myrrh, cedar, musk, oak moss, ambergris, agarwood, and immortelle. Boom! Huge note breakdown, as you can tell. And what does this fragrance smell like? Well, all I get is a sweet, woody scent. You know, I look at this note breakdown on paper and I'm absolutely floored. This thing sounds so amazing to any fragrance head. You see notes like myrrh, you know, like this frankincense, apopanax, patchouli, blackberry. Are you kidding me? This thing is like a rock star on paper. However, I don't get any of that, unfortunately, whenever I smell this fragrance. Yeah, all I get is just a sweet, woody scent and not much more to it. I feel like this fragrance tries to do too much. It has so many darn notes that I think it just gets lost in the shuffle. I only could pick out 2 or 3 notes. This is very smooth and very well blended. I'll give them credit for that. Yeah, I can definitely smell the quality in here. And all I get is just one scent. You know, I can't really pick out, oh, there's orchid here, oh, there's rose right there. All I get, maybe a little bit of blackberry in the opening, but that's gone within like 10 minutes, which kind of sucks because blackberry is pretty nice when it first opens, but then it's completely gone. And I'm left with just that sort of trademark Amouage DNA of the apopanax. This one has a slight little bit of woodiness. I get maybe a little bit of honey, a little bit of cinnamon here or there, but hardly any. I wish I got some more myrrh. Overall, guys, like this, I don't know, it's just doing too much. And mostly I'm just left with just like this musky, sweet, like, you know, incense smokiness, which is kind of boring on my skin, honestly. I was envisioning, and from all that I've heard, I was thinking this fragrance is going to be like, oh, We Three Kings, you know, they got the frankincense, you got the myrrh, it's going to be a very oriental, very rich, deep scent, but I didn't get any of those things, unfortunately. And yeah, like I said, it just has too many notes for its own good, I think. It's just too many things all go, they don't really blend well together, in my opinion. And it just loses me, unfortunately. So in terms of smell, only a 2 out of 5. Like this doesn't grab my attention. It doesn't really pop out at me. It's just sort of a very calm, very subtle, like woody, musky little sweet thing, and that's about it. It doesn't smell bad necessarily, like I just said. It just doesn't really come out and grab me, doesn't really do anything for me. So only a 2 out of 5 for the scent. I have Amouage Reflection Man, also from Scentbird, and I think that's 1,000 times better. It really has a little bit more pop to it, and it just really grabs my nose, and this just doesn't do it for me. Okay, so how does Jubilation XXV perform? This has to be the reformulated version because I hardly get any performance on my skin. Very lackluster performance on me. Like I said, this really leads me to believe that this is the reformulated version. I hear and I read on Fragrantica that this thing is, oh, it's beast mode, it's gonna last 10 hours, it has great projection. I get neither of those. 6 to 7 hours maximum, that's really pushing it. I wore this one time, actually a couple times, I only got like 5 out of 6 hours out of it most, with only about 1 hour of good projection, unfortunately. This sits extremely close to my skin. It's very subtle, very cozy scent. The blackberry just doesn't push out. It just sits super close. It's not going to fill a room. I can hardly smell it whenever I spray it, unfortunately. So the performance is a huge letdown on my skin. Maybe it's just me. Go test this out to see if it performs the same way. I'm not sure if this is a reformulated version or not, but unfortunately I just get pretty bad performance. I'm only going to score the performance a 2 out of 5. Reflection Man lasts longer and projects better for reference right there. So I don't know what it refuses to last on me. So let's go with the versatility of Jubilation XXV. This is a highlight of this fragrance. Fall, winter, spring, a great trio right there because it's not super strong. You can pull it off in the cooler spring days. I think it has that fruity vibe to it as well. Great for the fall and very nice somewhat opulent scent for the winter time. So I definitely see this more nighttime versus daytime. And definitely would be good on a date if you're over the age of, let's say, 30, or let's say you're married and already settled down. This is not like a, going to the clubs, going to the bar scene type of scent. This is already, if you're married and settled down, a nice cozy date scent. And another great scenarios I see this working for is definitely work, if you work in like a very high-class environment, and also formal dressed up. This is a really nice dressing up scent because you're not going to choke anybody out, yet it still has a nice quality to it. I will say that. Even though this scent doesn't really do it for me, it does have a nice quality, cannot deny that. So pretty versatile fragrance, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 as the score for this. It could be used for a wide range of things, so go check out this if you're looking for a pretty nice, versatile Amouage scent. Okay, so what about the compliment factor? Not really any compliments to speak about with this on my skin. It just doesn't really perform at all for it to get noticed off my skin. And I don't know, it just skews very mature on me, and I've never gotten a compliment to this date with this, so I'm only gonna score it a 1.5 out of 5. Especially these Amouage fragrances with this really smoky incense, frankincense base. I know it's gonna put a lot of people off, so only 1.5 for the compliment factor. I've not gotten one to this date. All right, so what about the value? Retail, this will run you around $125 to $175 depending on your bottle size that you choose to purchase. So that's pretty expensive, standard Amouage prices. In my opinion, it's not really worth half of that price because it just doesn't perform, it doesn't really do anything for me in terms of the scent, so I would not pay a penny of that price. If you really like it, I think it's an average value, a little bit below average, so I'm gonna score the value a 2 out of 5. Reflection Man, I think, is better value for what it does. This one, not so much. Asian sprays, 25 plus, just like Amouage Jubilation 25. I think you gotta be at least 25 years of age or older to rock this stuff. Even if you're like a guy in your 40s, 50s, this could be a great signature scent because it is very, very mature, very old school. And 2 to 3 sprays should work good. At least that's how it works on my skin. Okay, so we have come to the final rating. I'm gonna give Amouage Jubilation 25, don't be mad, a 6.5 out of 10. This one is very loved in the fragrance community, and I had great expectations heading into this. Like, I love the note breakdown. I was so hyped, but it was pretty big time disappointment for me, unfortunately. Just doesn't really do too much. But that's a really good thing that I picked this up from Scentbird. Thanks for sending this to me again and saving me of blind buying this bottle, because I was thinking about blind buying it, but I'm glad that I didn't, because I would have been out $175. But thank you for sending this to me. That's another great thing about Scentbird is, if you don't like a fragrance, this is a great service for trying fragrances. If you don't like it, hey, you're only out $14.95. So it's not a huge loss, and that's another good thing about Scentbird is you just get to try a bunch of new scents. Unfortunately, this one just doesn't do it for me. I'll stick with Reflection Man. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you for watching my review of Amouage Jubilation 25. Let me know what you think about this fragrance in the comment section down below. Be on the lookout for my next videos for my 10 Days of Christmas special coming up. It's coming to a close. We're gonna hit that halfway point, and we are trucking through it strong. So see you later with another video.